Our goalkeeper is a walking paradox. In one hand, he catches the ball with the warm embrace a mother would give a newborn. And then before you complete one full blink, that ball is airborne. How can you in one moment catch the ball with such delicacy and then the next minute you're treating the ball like ice treats illegal immigrants? And that is why, my friends, I have coined the name No-Nonsense LAMMENS. Kind of like a play on his name, because that instinct to kick that ball and avoid passing to those frauds in front of him is the reason why we've won 2 games back to back. We've had this goalkeeper for 2 games and we've gotten 6 points. That is not a coincidence. I've been saying this since I started this YouTube channel, that a goalkeeper would make the world of difference. While he did not make any crazy saves today, his instinct to not play from the back like Amorim and other managers nowadays would have wanted him to actually helped us. Because if you look at the YouTube compilation of us trying to play from the back and actually creating halos for ourselves, you would understand why LAMMENS took a look at the back line, saw the calamities, the YouTube compilation, and said, nope, not on my watch. I would not be a victim. I will not be Onana. I will not be buying that. I'm sending that route one. We had a goalkeeper that took 7 business days before taking a goal kick. Now we have a goalkeeper that's like, miss me with that. Like most people, when I saw that starting 11, in my head, I already lost. I was like, yep, it's over. We're going to Anfield with that. This manager is not serious. He's not serious. Casemiro, he doesn't have the legs to keep up with Szoboszlai. He doesn't have the legs to even be in that midfield against Liverpool. Big Liverpool that spent the entire GDP of most countries in Africa to build a squad like that. Casemiro was so old, I'm pretty sure he tweeted about the Big Bang. I was like, there's no way. And somehow, he pulled it off. I don't understand how Amorim did this, but fair play. I took a look at that squad, one look, and I just looked up and said, Jesus, take the wheel. And boy, did he take the wheel. That was on cruise control. Let me tell you that right now. There were a lot of prayers going on. There were a lot of prayer warriors. Shout out to all the believers out there and the Christians and all of them. Even if you were not a believer, I'm sure at some point when you saw that squad, you started to pray. You wavered a little bit. You had a little bit of faith in that one moment. Let's be real. Because pulling a win with that squad, with everything going on this season, that same squad that lost against Grimsby was nothing short of a miracle. So say hallelujah. Now let's talk about Matheus Cunha. The reason I want to talk about this guy is because I feel like because he hasn't scored yet, he will go under the radar. So I want to give him his flowers. That guy today put in a shift. He was everywhere. He was resilient. He was strong. He didn't go down easy unless it was to waste time, of course. Professional shithousery, and I'm here for it. He has the technique of a Manchester United player. That is what I expect from a Man United player every game. This brother has the composure of a heart surgeon. He's like not in a hurry. He just takes his time with it. I've been to spas. I've never been as comfortable or as calm and tranquil as this guy was on the ball. I don't even think he's capable of dropping a sweat. He looks so unbothered on the ball, and I want all our players to be like that. Much respect, and I appreciate everything you're doing, even though most people won't say anything about that because we live in the GA stats era, right? No one would actually be able to appreciate what Cunha did today, but he relieved like the pressure from us. He carried the ball while going forward, and he was a bully there. That is what I want. That's the kind of fighting spirit I want, especially in a match like that. Now let's talk about our only attacking option from the right-hand side, the Ahmad and Mbeumo partnership. Like, I haven't seen the partnership this good since rush hour. Which brings me to this point, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified because once AFCON hits, we're losing Mbeumo and Ahmad, and that's a big problem because you see our team currently, it's lopsided. From the right hand side, it's, you know those drawings where it's like they have a drawing of a horse and you have like a beautiful half of it is like beautifully drawn, the other half is like drawn by toddlers. Yeah, that's how it feels right now with our left hand side. On the left we have Dalo and Dorgu, and I don't know, it's just not working at that moment. There's no partnership there. On the right, on the other hand, it's like, this is what we want. We want Ahmad, a technical footballer. We want Mbeumo, someone who would run, who has that fighting spirit, who is always just willing to attack, and he got us a goal again today. So when AFCON approaches, we are in trouble. I don't think anyone has actually thought about that. I really hope they have a plan in January to bring some players in, because right now we only have the right hand side and we cannot do without Mbeumo or Ahmad. If one of them isn't there, we're in trouble. I don't know how we're going to do this, but Amorim has to fix that. When Ahmad got subbed off, everyone was upset and our attack literally died. We need those guys to play every game, and we're very lucky in this moment in time that we only have one game a week. So hopefully they can stay fit for the whole season. Now, how can I forget the phoenix that rose from the ashes? The unmistakable Slabhead, our captain in the shadows. Some call him Haridinho, the winger slash centre back, the hidden forward of Manchester United. With an interesting stat, he has more goals at Anfield than Issa converts. I'm just saying, Ballon d'Or, anyone? The redemption arc for this guy is phenomenal. This just goes to show that in life, it's never too late to turn things around. It's never too late to make a change. And I am so happy for Maguire because they were making fun of him in Africa. I mean, in member of parliaments, in political rooms, they were using him as an example. They called a politician a political Maguire. I need you to understand how bad it got, to the point where during the redemption arc, this politician actually apologized on Twitter to Maguire. This is how everyone was on Maguire. Every single person. He wasn't the worst centre back in the world, but he played for Manchester United. And when you play for this club, all eyes are on you. And not a lot of people can take that pressure. Maguire, though, he can. And I understand why Ole made him captain, because he's got a very strong mind. And I'm so happy for him because he got so much crap. And I'm happy that things are beginning to turn around for him. So big up Maguire. Thank you for the first win we've had in 9 years. Coming from you, scoring the winner in the manner you did with the Henry slide. Nah, absolute scenes. Gotta give you props. Shout out to Maguire. When the disrespect is that loud, the respect also has to be just as loud, if not louder. So I'm hearing he's playing for a contract. Signed it in, man. Just give it to him. That being said, though, I don't want him starting regularly. I want him to be a team player. I think he's earned the right to be a team player. We had Evans in our team for a bit, so we can reduce his wages, give him a new contract, and let him just be there to come in with a slab head and put the ball in the net occasionally. He's really proven to be that kind of player right now, and I'm all here for it. No complaints. If they extend his contract, that's fine. We just cannot have him as our starter. We need Euro and all those guys to start. But today, fair play. Now, this brings me back to Ruben Amorim. Now, I started this video talking about the lineup and the squad. Today, Ruben Amorim shot me out. Now, if you've been following me, like you've watched my other videos, you'll see that I've spoken about Ruben Amorim before, and of the stance that he should be given time. You know, even though that's a very unpopular opinion to make this time, I think he should keep going. I think because of how badly these players have been under different managers, and how the manager just takes the grunt of it. But in reality, we can't say these players are not good enough, and then as soon as they start to perform poorly, it's the manager. So I think by the time we can build a really good team, if we're still not getting the results that we should be getting, by all means get rid of the manager. When you look at this team today, even though we won, you can tell that there's still some kinks there. The midfield is a bit shaky. Bruno, even though he was integral to the win today, was shaky. Okay, Bruno Casemiro, it doesn't work. The left-hand side, the attack we're toothless there. We can't do anything there. We only have the right-hand side. That is just not good enough for a team like Manchester United. We're not clicking. That's the truth. While I'm not trying to be negative, I'm very happy with what happened, and I want to give credit to Ruben Amorim because I do not think it's easy for him to do what he just did. He's the first manager. Pep hasn't done what he did. Arteta hasn't done what he did, and he did it with this squad. We do not have the best squad in the Premier League. Let's not kid ourselves. We know this, but we're expecting a manager to come in and pull off miracles. I'm just saying, this guy does need time, and he proved it today. Now, I was upset with how slow he was with making the changes. That I was not a big fan of. And I can understand why people are frustrated with Amorim, because I see it too. Like every fan, I see it. The results, the stats, the in-game management. He's not a perfect manager, but I do think there's something there. And it's like what we always say, or what he always says, when we lose, it's the system. When we win, he gets no credit. So I wanted, on my platform, I want to give him credit. Shout out to Ruben Amorim for today and getting the 3 points and giving us something we haven't had in close to a decade. So anyways, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think about that. And then yeah, I'm gassed. It's a good win. And yeah, we'll see what happens at Brighton. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.